Well, what stays in the recording remains in the recording.
Yes.
Right, so let's say the day. Today is the 4th of November. The 4th of November, yes, it's the 4th of November.
Yes.
It's our 16th lesson. Oh my God. How long has it been? My God.
Yes.
16 weeks.
Mhm.
I'm not so sure. Why am I the only one who is always surprised about it? Or is it that I am the only one who keeps count?
Debe ser eso. No, pero se pasa rápido el tiempo. Yo no sé si a medida que uno
No.
crece, se pasa rápido.
Do you think time flies?
No sé si la hay, pero se pasa rápido.
Well, I'm not the type of person who believes in that. That's why I think time moves very slowly.
Oh, okay. Well,
The problem is we have a very particular notion of time. But well, that's a problem for another time. Wow. So well, today a special topic I prepared was insolvency. What do you know about insolvency, Ramina? Have you ever heard of that word?
yes. Está relacionado con quiebra, concursos, todo eso, en las empresas. Con proceso de reorganizarse.
You mean bankruptcy? Yes.
Yes.
Reorganization, reordering. Well, reorganization is the cue term they give for dismissal and firing employees and leaving people without their work. A lot of unemployment is reorganization. Sadly, that's why I hate those words.
Yeah.
Nothing personal. It's when they use the word human resources as well.
Yeah.
Hello, Tatiana.
Hi.
Hi.
Hola.
Right, so for today I got you a classmate.
Yes.
Yeah, she came back. They all come back eventually. Right, so Tatiana, what do you know about insolvency? Did you learn that with Daniela? Maybe you have.
I heard this this word, but I don't understand. I don't understand what it means.
Insolvency.
Exactly.
You don't know what it is. Right. So don't worry. It's okay. It's just for me to know how much you know about the topic. So well, as always, this is the 4th of November. This is the advanced course of legal English, and well, we are starting. What happened? Well, as always, we are starting with my favorite part, collocations, and we have lots of them. So you're gonna have a lot to read all over again. Romina, can you read?
Yes. To go into liquidation, receivership, administration.
Well, it's what you mentioned earlier, Romina, about reorganization in comas. Reorganization to go into liquidation, to go into receivership and administration. Right.
Receivership.
Tatiana,
What?
can you? Sorry.
What does it mean, receivership?
They are all of these are the same synonyms for the same idea. Okay. Liquidation, receivership, administration, they are all synonyms for the same idea.
Okay.
So if you ever want to express that, to go into liquidation or to go into receivership, you know that it's correct. It means the same. To go into administration means the same as liquidation, as receivership, vice versa. It's for you to know. and it's actually a new topic for me, so I like it. I hope you do as well. Can you, Tatiana, can you go on reading?
Yes. To be in liquidation, receivership, administration.
Right, so now you both see it's to go and to be. What do you think it means when you are in liquidation, receivership, administration?
To be in process, to be, and now.
Yes.
Well, the idea of going into liquidation is that it probably means that it's a process that is happening right now. And to be in liquidation means that it's a state in which you are. Probably it's all over, probably it's over, and you're just trying to reorganize, rearrange what Romina just said. And very good. Romina, can you read the next one?
Yes. Good faith.
What is good faith?
De buena fe.
Probably, yes. I'm just asking you for your, maybe you have any idea about it, any preconception. The book never gives you definitions, so if you ever feel that I'm not giving you any definition at all, it's not me, it's it's you. No, it's a joke. It's not me, trust me. I know as much as you do. The guy who invented all of this didn't care about it so much. So Tatiana, can you read?
To place a company into liquidation, receivership, administration.
Right, so now you know it's to put and place. They are both actually place and put in general. They are synonyms in general, but place may be a little bit more formal. That's the main difference. So now you know if you ever want to say put in a more formal manner, as in to collocate as well, it's another synonym. But collocate, curiously enough, doesn't collocate with company into a liquidation receivership. Well, trust me, I thought it was a good joke, so let's move on. Right, wall of silence. Romina, can you read?
Yes. To present a petition.
A petition, yes. What is a petition?
¿Y sería hablando de esto, de una liquidación? ¿Como iniciar el proceso?
No, I think it's I think it's much simpler than what you're saying. You may have you could have said to present a request, a demand. It's the same, a petition, but well, in this context, it probably means something closer to what you have just said. In a while, we're gonna take a look at it in a little bit more thoroughly in context, because all of this out of the in thin air, it's hard to imagine, hard to realize. Tatiana, can you read the next one?
To realize assets.
Assets.
What are assets? Do any of you know?
Los bienes de una empresa.
Assets, yeah. It's your goods and your facilities, your infrastructure, anything, any object that you know you owe or you employ, sorry. It's an asset. People are also assets, although it's awful to say they're assets. It's as if you were saying they are means to an end, and it's awful. But now you know it's to realize assets. What does it mean when you realize an asset? Do you know?
Vender.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you could also say to liquidate assets as well, because you were talking about liquidation, and so you can also liquidate as well. Realized assets. Very, very good. Another word, another kind word for unemployment as well. Sorry, it's because I'm the son of a couple of lawyers, so I know a lot about. Can you read, Romina?
Yes, secured and unsecured creditors.
Interesting. Well, afterwards we're gonna take a look at what it actually means because I'm not so sure what it means, and that's why I'm not going to give you any definition at all.
Me suena que puede ser que tienen alguna garantía o no para cobrarse.
Yes, well,
Porque cuando se liquida, algunas
so
tienen
for
que-
example, you could say secured assets as well. In that manner, I think it's what you are referring to, isn't it?
No, pero los créditos cuando se hace una quiebra, hay créditos que tienen prioridad.
Interesting. Do you know that? New information for me.
Sí.
Tatiana, can you read?
To dissolve a company.
Company, yes. What happens when we dissolve a company?
I think the same liquidation.
Another kind word. It's actually, sorry, can you repeat, Tatiana?
To dissolve a company.
Yes.
Repeat what?
Right, it's actually when a company ceases to exist. Ceases, I wish I could write it down. I cannot do it. Ceases with a C, to exist, and so it is dissolved. So you dissolve a company by realizing the assets and, well, doing, how can I say, following all the instructions and all the proper paperwork you're supposed to. So let's move on with my favorite part. God, I love this one. I'm probably the only one. Can you read, Romina?
Yes. To go into liquidation, receivership, or administration.
Well, now you know, in this case, we're actually focusing on the preposition. So just this is for you to pay attention to the preposition. Before that, we were taking a look at the verbs and the main verbs. This is more of a grammar point of view. So you know that it will forever be to go into, not onto or to or in. It's just into. Can you read the example?
Yes. Have you heard Lex Limited has gone into administration?
Now you know that's an example of how it works. I hope it's clearer now. Into administration is a new term for me too. So if you find yourself a little bit lost, I am lost as well. Because I've never heard of it, as in to go into administration. Romina, Tatiana, can you read?
The proceeds of sale.
Yes. What are, Tatiana, do you know what are the proceeds of sale? Do you know?
Process. I know.
Don't worry. Don't
El
worry.
mismo
It's okay.
procedimiento.
That's the procedure, and it's not actually. But, well, what do you think, Romina? What is the proceeds of sale? Think of that word, of sale, sale.
The proceed when the assets of the company are sold to pay the debt.
All right, so let's see. Can you read the example, Tatiana?
Yes. What are you doing? What are you going to do with the proceeds of the sale of your house?
So now you know the proceeds of the sale is the resulting money, whatever it is, of the sale of something. So you know it's the proceeds of sale of Here it should say the proceeds of sale of da 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 da. Another preposition to use.
Relacionado con lo que se obtiene.
Yes, what you obtain, what you gain after a sale. That probably is the definition. But don't worry, I think we're gonna take a look at it more in detail afterwards. Romina, can you read?
Yes. To be in liquidation, receivership, or administration.
All right, so I know you both probably think I have committed a mistake and I'm repeating everything all over again, and it's not. It's just different ways to say the same thing over and over. And actually, it's rather useful. I hope you find it useful because, yeah, yes.
Ahí Juan Ignacio dice que no puede entrar.
What do you mean? But this is the same account.
Yes.
No, pasa que probablemente el mismo mistake el mismo problema que tuve yo, que trataba de apretar el link de encuentro de Daniela y tampoco pude entrar. Así que venga a mensaje de o hay que enviar otro link o que vaya a mensaje de viernes pasado. Ese es el problema.
Ahí le marqué el otro.
Right, so don't worry. I think Juan Ignacio will find a way to join us eventually. So let's go back to this. So now you know it can be to go into liquidation, to be in liquidation. I know it's a lot because there are so many variables, so many options that you may feel a little bit dizzy. But well, at least you know that almost whatever you write down, it probably is correct. And most importantly, that sometimes examinations, they aim at you to choose all possible options. So pay attention to this very closely. Take that into account, and someday you will thank me. Wow. I hope so. You don't seem so thrilled about it. So can you read the example? Who spoke last time? Can you read the example, Romina?
Yes, I regret to inform you that Vantage Limited is now in liquidation. Well,
now you know it. It can be into administration, into liquidation, in liquidation, into administration. You can go into, you probably cannot be to go in liquidation. Probably that may be the difference, the only difference. Yeah. I think so. I'm not so sure. The ones who work as lawyers may tell me whether I'm right or wrong. It could be. Right. Is it all? Oh. Yes, that's Juan Ignacio.
Hola.
Ignacio, you missed all the excitement of prepositions and collocations. So sad. Nice, cool suit.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're like one of those guys from. Do you like series about lawyers?
Law and Order.
Law and Order. What about Suits?
No, I don't know that.
Yeah, because you truly look like a suit. One of the suits. Although Suits is not actually a compliment. Well, sadly, it's not. But well, let's move on now. We're gonna take a look at. We are dealing with insolvency, Juan Ignacio.
Okay.
What do you know about insolvency? You're a lawyer, right? You know.
Yes. Well, insolvency is like when a company or a person they can't pay their debts.
Perfect. That's a great definition. Trust me.
So it's not like that, but the judge tries to, I think it says, realize their assets
realize
in order to pay the credit.
Assets, yes. That was one of the collocations we were studying, so you know a lot. Did you study that with Daniela?
No, I studied it in Spanish, and when I studied it with at university, and I read something in English because we had to read.
Nice. And what is the name, what is the term in Spanish for insolvency?
Estado de cesación de pagos.
Cese de pago
Claro.
o cesación.
Cese o cesación.
Interesting. I didn't know that. A new information. Very good. So now we're gonna take we're going to finish some activities, and we have a lot to go through. But well, I hope you will like the topic as much as I do. I wish, I hope. That's my. Well, I know insolvency is not a happy topic. It's so sad when a company goes to go under. That would be another preposition to learn. What is the term for it in Spanish, Juan Ignacio? Do we have an expression as in to go under?
To go, sorry?
To go under, because a company sometimes, when it's bankrupt, they say it has gone under. And it's another prepositional.
Irse a la quiebra, por ahí.
Right, to be bankrupt, right. Another expression goes bankrupt. But you probably already know that, didn't you? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
I'm not sure.
Well, don't worry. It's just that I take silence as a yes. So let's move on. I try to. Well, tell me if any one of you wants to join. I can share you the link for this if you want. Afterwards we have a listening activity where you're able to download any of the material that I uploaded on the platform. Any of the files.
Sí, eso sí.
Good, thank you, very good. Well, right, so, and well, now you know to go bankrupt, and you also have to be bankrupt. So that's another way to use this, the same verbs that we have just been revising a little while ago. Probably, Juan Ignacio, you already know a lot about this, so I don't think you missed much. We learned.
I don't know.
Nevertheless, it's all recorded, so you can watch the missing part. You can watch the missing parts, so you don't miss anything. It was really exciting, wasn't it, girls? Cool topic.
Yeah, very fun.
Yeah, you're supposed to say. Sorry. I try. Let me tell you, I try to be funny. I can't. So let's move on. To be bankrupt, to go bankrupt as well. We also learn expressions like good faith. It's for Juan Ignacio, but afterwards, don't worry, you can search it on your own. So anyone tell me if you want me to share this with you. You can join if you want to work on it with me, or you can just watch me do it. What do you want?
To watch.
Right, very good, don't worry. So, Romina, can you read the first assignment?
Yes. Insolvency. Exercise 1. On the next 2 pages, you can see some notices which have been published in a newspaper. These notices
Newspaper.
These notices refer to a number of companies that are in financial difficulties. In the box below are some words that are used in the notices. Match each of the in the
Right,
box.
so
Meaning.
these are the words.
Yes.
So match the words in the box with the correct meaning provided below, and the meaning is right here. So don't worry. I think you can all see it properly, right? I'm not sure if you need a little bit more of resolution or zooming. So match each of the words in the box with the correct meaning provided below. Wow, it's a lot of mumbo jumbo. Right, so let's read them a little bit. Can you read Juan Ignacio, can you read number 1?
Yes, liquidator.
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 Do you know what is a liquidator? It's okay if you don't worry. Romina, can you read number 2 right here?
Members voluntary liquidation.
Liquidation, yes. Tatiana, can you read number 3 right here?
Receiver.
To receiver, yes. Receiver. Juan Ignacio, read the next one right here.
Administration order.
Order, yes. Tatiana, can you read the 5th one right here?
Administrator.
Administrator. Can you pronounce it? Administrator.
Administrator.
Yes, it's a tricky word. Romina, read the 6th one right here.
Winding up order.
Winding up, yes. Right, Juan Ignacio, can you read number 7?
Yes, official receiver.
Receiver, yes. Tatiana, you read the final one right here.
Compulsory liquidation.
Compulsory. So let's read one at a time right here. Afterwards, we're gonna take a look at well, this is another exercise from this activity. But afterwards, we have all the charts the exercise was talking about. They are many, and the assignment isn't complicated, so don't worry, there isn't much. You won't have a lot to read. Much. So let's move on. We have, for example, it says here, this is when the shareholders of a company decide to close the company and there are enough assets to pay all the debts of the company. Romina, what do you think? Which one is it?
Maybe members voluntary liquidation.
Try to close. Members voluntary liquidation. Very good. I think it's correct. Liquidation, yes. Okay, Juan Ignacio, read letter B.
This is when the shareholders of a company decide that they must close the company because there are not enough assets to pay all the debts of the company.
So what do you think? Which one is it? From all the words in the box right here.
Compulsory liquidation.
Liquidation, yes. Because there are not enough assets to pay all the debts, and so the shareholders decide they must close the company, and so it's compulsory. Tatiana, can you read letter C right here?
This is an order made by a court for a company to be closed.
So what do you think? Which of these words is more suited?
For administration order, I think.
Administration order, yes. Very good. Romina, can you read letter Z right here?
Yes, this is an order made by a court that gives the company some time to try to resolve its financial difficulties or sell its assets in order to pay its creditors.
Creditors, yes. So what do you think?
Winding up order?
Very good. I think it's correct. Yes. Winding up order.
Tengo la duda entre la anterior y esta, administration order y esta, ¿no serían más o menos lo mismo? O sea, ¿se podrían o no? No sé.
I'm not so sure because I told you the book doesn't give you a lot of definitions, and so, but I think you're actually right, all of you. So, what is to wind up a company?
Y es cerrar también.
To dissolve,
Yeah.
yes, it's a synonym for the same way expression. Winding up order. Well, you have two orders, administration and winding up. Probably they mean the same, but they are slightly different synonyms. Probably. Right, so letter E, who else was it? Was it Juan Ignacio? Can you read it?
Hello, I'm here.
All right,
Maria.
Maria, can you read it?
Hola, María.
Hola.
Read
Letter
letter E, Maria.
Okay,
This
this
one
is
right
a
here.
person who supervises companies which are in administration. This person has passed special examinations to become an authorized insolvency practitioner.
So tell me, with all the words right here, which does it collocate with? What is it? This is the definition of a set of words right here.
Maybe
What does
liquidator?
this definition define? Liquidator, perfect. Liquidator, yes. Just have to move. Tatiana, can you read letter F? Right there.
Yeah. This is a person who supervises the closing of a company which is in liquidation.
What do you think is the definition of which of these words?
So, I don't know.
All right, any one of you, who do you think it can be? The official receiver, the receiver, or the administrator?
Administrator. Maybe.
So, well, this is a person who supervises the closing, which is in liquidation. Probably the administrator, and I would say that's the correct one. Juan Ignacio, can you read letter G?
This is a person who is appointed by a creditor of a company to take control of that company in order to sell its assets in order to sell its assets and pay the money it owes to that credit.
Assets and control. Can you repeat?
Yes, control and assets.
Assets, yes, control and assets. And well, control, it has that accentuation. It may vary from time to time depending on whether it's a verb or it's just a noun. It may be, but it usually is control. Now you know, for future reference. So it's a person who is appointed to take control. I think in this case, it's actually administrator. Or who do you think it is, all of you?
Maybe receiver.
Receiver.
Official receiver or the receiver?
I think the receiver.
The
Because the
receiver,
age,
well, very good, it can be.
it says the person is a government official.
Yeah. Yes. Receiver she and official receiver they.
Yes.
Official receiver, very
Tomás, can you
good.
send me the link?
Yes, you see, that's, she wants the link, yes. Very good,
Thank
so I have right here, I still haven't got used to Zoom, so be patient. Very good, so this is another exercise from the same point. Tatiana, can you read the assignments right there? Do you see it?
Okay. Find a word in the notices that matches each of the following meanings.
Right, well, these are the notices of all the companies that are in liquidation. I had advised you to download the PDF file from the classroom because it's they are several. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can just take a picture in each of the slides. What do you prefer? All of you, what do you prefer?
I use
Anything that you prefer, don't worry.
the slide.
The frames, yes.
Yeah.
So let's take a picture of each of them. Right, so very good. So Juan Ignacio, can you read letter A?
The type or category of something.
Category. Can you repeat? Category.
Yes, category.
Category.
Assets, maybe.
Type of category.
Puede ser nature,
Nature.
que está en el en administration order, dice nature of business, educational toys.
Administration. Education. Okay, could be nature. Could be nature, yes. Maria, can you read letter B?
Yes, an abbreviation that means insolvency practitioner. The word is
So you're supposed to search for an abbreviation.
yes. I'm looking for it. Maybe IB?
Sure. I thought it was PB. What do you think?
And where is it?
It says administration orders, Model Rail Limited, PB Norris, Office Mulder, number 87699. Taylor Wallace, New Water Street, London.
Where is it? Because I don't.
Right. Very good.
¿En qué línea?
But
¿En qué parte?
Model Rail right here. I thought it was PB, but IP sounds correct.
Sí. Ajá. IP está en la segunda, en appointment of receiver,
Right.
IP number,
IP.
pero figura.
Yes.
Sí.
Very good. So in letter C, can you read who else? Romina.
An abbreviation that means number.
Abbreviation.
Abbreviation.
Number, which is an abbreviation normal to the word number.
NO?
Usually NO. I'm searching for it, so no, yes. That's why. No, yes. Well, I thought it was a good joke, so. I thought so. D, Tatiana, can you read letter D?
Yes, an abbreviation that means care of.
Care of, yes.
So,
Which is the abbreviation for it? That's
C slash wow. C CO
CO, yes. What do you think, people?
Yes, in the notice appointment of administration of administrators, C barra O. ¿Será esa?
Date of appointment,
Yeah.
professional.
Register Office of Company, C barra, no sé cómo se dice, O. Get some.
CEO. care of CO, yes. Like this.
Pero no, tiene una barra al medio.
Con barra entre.
C barra O, dicen. No sé si es lo mismo.
Una,
Right.
Esa cosa.
Sorry. I'm searching for it. That's why I'm searching for it.
An appointment of administrators.
Appointment of administrators. Right.
Administration order, administration por abajo.
Number,
Registered
date of,
office of company CO.
care of. Interesting. No
En
one
la
knows.
quinta línea hay.
Right. So you were all right. This is IP.
Sí,
That's it. Like that. Taylor Willis. No.
yes.
Numbers 6103. Administrators. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
CO.
Barra O.
Yes.
Right. C/O.
Slash. Yes.
Always remember /O. Like
Slash.
do you like terror gender? Horror movies? Do you
No,
like horror movies?
no.
Well, you probably have never watched a slasher. That's why. Slasher with Freddy Krueger, with Jason X. That's a slash. Well, hope it's clear. Very good, Maria. Can you read letter F?
Yes, an old-fashioned word that means the thing that belong to someone. This word is
Where is it?
Pero el E no es el
Ex.
mismo. Nos salteamos uno.
Ex.
No.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Que nos salteamos el E. Porque el D era el C barra O.
yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you were right. Excellent.
But
All
if
right,
you
so
want,
Romina,
go on
read
with the
letter
F,
E.
and then we go back.
Okay. The formal application made to a court request a specific legal action. Here the action asks for is to put a company into liquidation.
So it's a request.
Request.
Request. Company number, registered office. Where does it say a request?
Petition está en winding up order. Date of filing petition.
Petition, date of filling, winding up order. To court a request, petition. Yes, you were right. It's what I just said. We were just discussing at the beginning. Petition, to make a petition. And so, Maria, can you read letter F?
An old-fashioned word that means the things that belong to someone. The word is
Effects.
Effects. Interesting. Effects is the same as assets as well, but no, but actually old-fashioned. The same way in Spanish. It's rather old-fashioned. Okay, who else is there? Tatiana, can you read letter G? No. Juan Ignacio, can you read letter G?
yes.
A formal phrasal verb that means to give to someone.
To give to someone. Formal phrasal.
Deliver.
To deliver, yes. Sounds right.
Está en la misma oración que...
It says phrasal verb.
Right.
No.
Well, it could be to hands in, but we don't have it right here.
Deliver them up, dice.
Which one do you think?
It could be
In which notice do you say it is?
In the last one, notice to credit. Dice, all persons having in their possession any of the effects or assets of the company must deliver them up to me, and all debt due to the company must be paid to me.
To deliver up. To deliver up.
Mm.
I don't find it.
Está en la última noticia, María. Notice, el que dice Tree Land Property Services.
And the appointment of administrators?
No, el que dice
Administrator.
Tree Land Property Services. Es la última
Okay.
noticia. Es la última noticia.
Yes.
Ujú.
Interesting,
yes, I agree,
because
it's deliver up.
I cannot find it either.
In the frame 7, in notice of, to creditors.
Yes.
In the
Sorry,
second
has
part,
someone been touching the
first-
frame?
En ese.
no, why?
Waiting a border. To deliver them up. To deliver up. To deliver up. You were right. It's a new one for me as well. So let's do the listening activity, and then you can, and then I think it can resolve today. Let's see. I've been told that they are rather quick. So let's see how much you'll always remember that listening activities aren't necessarily hard if you just write down the important words, not necessarily what I'm asking. But well, it's how can I say it? It's debatable. Okay, Maria, can you read the assignments? Were you able to download the listening assignments, and were you able to listen to the audio? Oh, sorry, no, were you able to download the listening
Of this
assignment?
activity?
Or do you want me to send it to you, and so you can you can download it? Or you can just take a picture and that's it. Don't worry.
Yes.
Okay, Maria, read
Oh,
the
we have the
assignment
frame.
right there.
Listen carefully and answer the questions.
Good. Romina, read the first
Shall I
one
go?
right there.
What is insolvency?
Well, Juan Ignacio, read the next one right there.
How can it be expressed?
Yes. So, for all of you, what is insolvency? What do you think? Which is the answer in that case?
When a person cannot pay his debts?
Yes. Very good. That's what's one possible answer? And well, Tatiana, can you read this one right here? Let me just.
What are the causes of insolvency?
Insolvency, yes. The causes in that case. Always
The
remember
debts,
to
the debts.
write down just a couple of words if you cannot do it, so don't feel frustrated. And Romina, read the final one.
How can a company deal with insolvency?
Insolvency, yes. So I'm gonna have it right there. Very good. So we are gonna listen to it. Is a woman talking. It's slightly fast, but don't worry. I just want the main idea what you can get out of it. Don't you worry. Any information is useful. Well, one.
I'm
Okay,
afraid.
just do you want to look at the video or do you want just to listen to it? Because there is no relevant information in the video. It's just a woman talking.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we can.
All right,
Leave
so
the answers, leave the questions.
right.
No, leave the video if you have si tiene contenido. Así copiamos.
It doesn't have no content. It's just a woman talking.
We can listen.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Sage for Calcine Media here. Thank you for watching. Please stay watching for our next educational topic. Today we'll be covering insolvency. What is insolvency? Insolvency is a state wherein a company or individual is unable to pay the debts when they are due. The inability to meet financial obligations to lenders causes a state of financial distress. Insolvency can be expressed as a financial condition in which the sum of an entity's debts is greater than its entire property assets at a fair valuation. However, it should be noted that insolvency only becomes a problem when a creditor pursues to collect the amount and the debtor is unable to pay his or her dues. What causes insolvency? Increase in vendor costs may contribute to insolvency. The situation where the company is expected to pay more for goods and services may arise when vendor costs rise. The company may choose to pass this on to the consumer. Lawsuits from consumers or business associates also cause insolvency. To combat the legal grievances, a company may have to pay huge amounts of money in damages, and this may lead to the inability of continuing operations. Another reason that causes a business to turn insolvent is a situation wherein business offerings, products and services do not fit consumers' changing needs. Consumers may choose to associate themselves with another peer of the company that offers a larger selection of products and services. The hiring process of a company is believed to impact insolvency. The hiring of inadequate accounting or human resources management can propel working inefficiencies and even lead to wrong decision-making in the business. Poor cash flow, fraudulent activities, an increase in expenses, overly ambitious growth plans that deplete the business's financial resources. How should insolvency be dealt with? The management should speak with a licensed insolvency practitioner. These practitioners explain the process, the company's rights and responsibilities moving forward. The cash flow test or balance sheet test can be undertaken to understand the exact financial stance of the business. Restructuring of the business in an attempt to save it can prove to be a helpful decision. Borrowing money or tapping ways to increasing income can help the business pay off debts. An agreement can be sought between the company and the creditors. Liquidation of all assets and cash accounts can also be requested. Hopefully you found this informative. Thanks again for your time watching. Sage here, reporting for Calkine Media.
Right, so shall we listen to it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Sage for Calkine Media here. Thank you for watching. Please stay watching for our next educational topic. Today we'll be covering insolvency. What is insolvency? Insolvency is a state wherein a company or individual is unable to pay the debts when they are due. The inability to meet financial obligations to lenders causes a state of financial distress. Insolvency can be expressed as a financial condition in which the sum of an entity's debts is greater than its entire property assets at a fair valuation. However, it should be noted that insolvency only becomes a problem when a creditor pursues to collect the amount and the debtor is unable to pay his or her dues. What causes insolvency? Increase in vendor costs may contribute to insolvency. The situation where the company is expected to pay more for goods and services may arise when vendor costs rise. The company may choose to pass this on to the consumer. Lawsuits from consumers or business associates also cause insolvency. To combat the legal grievances, a company may have to pay huge amounts of money in damages, and this may lead to the inability of continuing operations. Another reason that causes a business to turn insolvent is a situation wherein business offerings, products and services do not fit consumers' changing needs. Consumers may choose to associate themselves with another peer of the company that offers a larger selection of products and services. The hiring process of a company is believed to impact insolvency. The hiring of inadequate accounting or human resources management can propel working inefficiencies and even lead to wrong decision-making in the business. Poor cash flow, fraudulent activities, an increase in expenses, overly ambitious growth plans that deplete the business's financial resources. How should insolvency be dealt with? The management should speak with a licensed insolvency practitioner. These practitioners explain the process, the company's rights and responsibilities moving forward. The cash flow test or balance sheet test can be undertaken to understand the exact financial stance of the business. Restructuring of the business in an attempt to save it can prove to be a helpful decision. Borrowing money or tapping ways to increasing income can help the business pay off debts. An agreement can be sought between the company and the creditors. Liquidation of all assets and cash accounts can also be requested. Hopefully you found this informative. Thanks again for your time watching. Sage here, reporting for Calkine Media.
All right, so are you able to answer any of all of them? What is insolvency according to the
Yes.
woman?
It's a state where a company
Insolvency state.
is unable to pay their debts.
Yes, when they're due.
It's debt. Very good. How can it be expressed? Listen to that. I found it interesting.
It is a type of financial
Financial-
conditions.
Yes, I didn't hear more.
You didn't listen. Yes. It's a final. Did anyone? Could anyone listen to it? The way it can be expressed. It is a financial difficulty. Yes.
Condition. Financial.
Financial condition.
Conditions.
Condition.
Financial.
It's a financial condition, and
I couldn't hear more.
And in which the sum of the company's debts is
It's
greater
higher.
than the
Great.
income.
The income. Okay.
It's greater than the income. I found it. Well, I thought it was interesting. I hope you found it too. Okay. She gave several causes of insolvency, and I just want you to tell me maybe two. She talked a lot, and she went on and on about several topics, but she mentioned some causes which were, I think they were actually transparent. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure what you think.
When a company have to pay damages, or when
Yes. When a company has to pay damages,
yes.
why?
Oh.
To pay damages, yes. Why does it have to pay damages?
For some issues of consumers.
For lawsuits, yes. Damages for lawsuits. Did any one of you get any other?
Yes, I wrote increasing costs.
Yes.
Increasing costs.
When the business is expected to pay more for goods or services.
Business.
And situation of consumers changing needs.
Whoa, that's so sad.
Yes. She says that the products or services do not fit the consumers.
Changing needs, yes. Any other? You said when a company has to pay damages for lawsuits,
Poor cash flow,
yes, interesting.
All right.
She gave one final cause. Were you able to spot it?
Something related to consumers o quando cambia demanda al processo.
Right, the consumer changing needs. I just wrote that. I was. Yes, tell me.
Fluctuating activities.
Fluctuating. I couldn't listen to that. I didn't spot it. Activities. Well, do any one of you got what she said about staff? She said sometimes hiring inadequate people. Or inadequate management. Inadequate management. That could be one. If you wrote something similar to it, you're right. Congratulations. How can a company deal with insolvency? In this case, if you weren't able to write down a lot, it's okay because it's actually hard. It was difficult as well to spell what she said. But she mentioned a couple of ways to deal with insolvency. Were you able to spot any of them?
Yeah.
Yes, to talk to the insolvency practitioner,
Yes.
and that he or she can tell the business the rights and responsibilities.
Right. Solvency practitioner, yes. Correct.
To do a
She
cash
gave,
flow, a cash flow test.
can you repeat?
To do a cash flow test, something like that.
Doing a cash flow test. Yes. I don't know what is a cash flow, so. Yes, can you repeat?
Borrowing money?
Borrowing money.
Yes, well,
Is it a good idea to borrow money?
No.
No.
Never.
Never.
Borrowing money. It's only if you want to be more insolvent than what you already are. Borrowing money. She gave other ones, other ways to deal with insolvency.
Restructure of the business.
Restructure, yes.
She says.
Excellent. It's what we had just been discussing with Romina. Restructuring of the business.
And she said something like liquidation of assets in cash accounts.
Liquidate assets. No, asset liquidation.
Assets in cash accounts. Okay.
Cash account. Very good. Cash account, yes. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the listening. The listening, I actually enjoyed it too as well. It was a new topic. I love insolvency, even though it's a very sad topic. And well, did she say anything about another way to deal with insolvency?
I don't know.
Right. So don't worry. I think what you just said, it was correct. We had just 6 minutes left, but I'm not gonna. It's Friday, and I'm gonna let you go home.
Y el cuerpo
Is
lo
it
sabe.
okay for you? Sorry, can you repeat?
Es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe.
yeah.
You know it, girl. Right, so I'm gonna stop recording now.